Hey guys, it's Kay White with Girls in Finance. I am excited to be talking with you again because I've had to be away for a minute. I got sick a couple of weeks ago with a bad cold, and I don't do very well with allergies, but I had a combination cold and allergies, and my goodness, it's a little bit over a week that I wasn't feeling well. So I get beyond that. And then last week, my laptop just died. And I typically have a laptop and a backup laptop. So I have I should say, had a Lenovo laptop that I'm very fond of. But it just cracked, and the next thing I know, and I have had it for years, and I guess I've used it, I'm going to say to death, jokingly, because it died on me. But anyway, it ran out of juice or energy, and it just is gone. And then I went to my backup laptop, which is a Dell, and it started having issues, and I thought, oh my goodness, what in the world? But anyway, and the timeline on the repair was about 5 days that I was given, and I was just so disappointed because I was really ready to continue with some training with you guys, but that's okay. It's all right. We can just kind of take a moment today. I want to catch you up on what I'm doing, and I really want to make a habit of starting to prepare for the upcoming week and beyond if possible. And that leads me to tonight. I just wanted to take a few minutes and just talk about how to go about preparing your content, and just so that when you're ready to use it, you don't have to go and create something or find something. Have a good bit of content available that you can work on. And so, with that said, I'm going to scroll back up. I've just been kind of thinking about what I want to do over the next week. Spring comes to mind, and so I thought I wanted to go into that direction. Then I thought, no, you know what? I really want to just do some modern styles, and it don't have to necessarily be spring. And so I kind of went in a few different directions, but I'm going to go all the way back up to the top and show you where I started. And that all I've been doing today is just making content. And I started up here, and I'm using my mentor's new custom GPT, I should say, and it's called the Bright Eyes Prompt Pro. And so I've started with it, and I think I've given it so much instruction that I've kind of taken it off of, away from its original content. But and that's okay. But I wanted to start with something that would at least have make an impression on the type of styles and images that I want to create. And I was going for just more African American, bright eyed females. And so it did start out doing that for me. And I made some changes along the way in terms of what I wanted the prompt to do. I'm sorry, the results to be. And so I changed, I guess, the scope of the custom GPT a little bit, and that's okay. But you can see I kind of started out with this khaki and white. I wanted to explore that and see what type of outfits I would have attempted to get a variety of different things. But I started with shorts and a white top, and so it gave me a few different styles and things to use with that, and some of them I will use. And then I went on and asked it to change and to give me along some pant styles, and it still continued with the khaki, and so it gave me a jumper here, a jumpsuit I should say, and then some skirts, and all of that. But let's see, I'm going to keep scrolling through. Then I decided, okay, well, it's spring, and so I want more of a spring look. So let's work with the color yellow or mustard. And so I started working with that. And then sometimes it'll just give you these bad images. I have no idea what happened with. I just here I think I told it to just continue with a new stylish outfit, and sometimes it will give you these horrible looking images. But usually, if you just ask it to recreate the images, it will do that. And so when I did that, it gave me this glamorous, pretty image here. And so I'm fine with that. And I thought, you know what, I want to change up the variety a little bit. And so it got off track here and gave me this image, and it wasn't the color yellow that I wanted. So I tried to get it back on track, and I did here. I just asked for a sheer top to overlay the more tank top up under, and it did give me a cute sheer top with some yellow in it. Looks like some yellow polka dots. And then I again continued, and sometimes the quality of the images get off, and that's what happened here. You see, even the feet. Let me scroll up just a little bit, but the feet got off a little bit on that image, and so I was like, oh, I don't like that. Look how the legs are leaning, the feet are off. Sometimes that will happen when you're working with ChatGPT, DALL-E. If you've been on this journey with me for a minute, then you are aware that there are typically two programs if you're using ChatGPT for your images. You can use ChatGPT 4. Version 4, it does come with an image generator. I normally use that if the main focus of what I'm creating will be text. And so if that's the case, like if I'm creating a document or a file and I may throw an image in there, then I'll probably work with ChatGPT 4. However, on the other hand, if I know that I'm going to be creating images and the bulk of the work that I'm going to do is going to involve images, then I will, in that case, start with DALL-E 3. So, having said that, let's keep going forward here. I want to show you some more of these images. The outfits are cute, but I do not like the skin. I do not like the design. Sometimes you'll find that ChatGPT's image generator just kind of does not give or provide a good quality image. And that's important to me. I want to make sure that I'm getting quality images, and when that happens, I will go ahead and just ask it to recreate or change the requests up a little bit. Again, I like the outfits, but not necessarily the image. And then I tried to force it to give me some different skin tones, but I wasn't actually going for a Caucasian look because my primary focus is on creating African American images for young girls, for young adult women, because I'm really committed to putting positive images out and making them available for a variety of young girls in a diverse group. But I particularly want to make sure that there are positive images for African American girls because I want them to see images that represent them. And so I think representation is really important. And as you're creating content, and it will depend on what your target audience is. So mine is more, I started in the area of, with my brand, Girls in Finance, of teaching young girls and sharing financial content and offering financial tools, resources, and services for them to enhance their financial awareness. And so started there, and so now that I've incorporated AI, it's still important to me to make sure that I'm providing positive images in the space of AI and combining that with the financial world. So that's where I am and what I'm trying to do, trying to teach as many young people as possible how to incorporate AI into their day-to-day activities, but especially if they are trying to monetize a business. And so we're kind of taking young adults and even adult women. I teach a lot of adult women too, but we're showing them how they can actually build a side hustle, build a business of some sort, and really use AI to build a business. It can save so much time. It's like having your own private VA to assist you. So, and I always use the example of if you wanted to, you could start a resume writing business, or you might start a recipe business, and you can even create the images to complement the recipes. There's, excuse me, so much that you can do with AI. And I'm going to encourage you, if you haven't started using a ChatGPT or some of the other AI tools, there's Google Bard, there's, I believe, Microsoft has Copilot, and there are many, many more. But even beyond the text based generators, there's also the image generators. And that's where I'm finding just a tremendous opportunity to showcase images and create just products and tools and resources that you can use as you create products and you want to represent whatever it is that you're offering as a product. They have the image generators that can help you create the images to showcase whatever it is that you're doing. So that's pretty exciting. But then when I get back over here, let's look at the image here. If we enlarge this, I like this image. That's really cute. And in the case of this, if you wanted, if you create your image and you give a very detailed prompt, you can then see the down arrow here that I'm pointing at with the pointer here, the hand pointer. That's where you would download your image if you wanted to download. And then here, if you click the one next to it that looks like an eye inside of a circle, if you do that, it would give you the prompt. And you can just copy down here. And that is a way for you to grab the prompt if you wanted to reuse the prompt, or if you wanted to maybe make some edits to the prompt and create something else. But all of these AI tools are just amazing tools for business purposes or even personal. You might just want to create your own journals and that type of thing. But I hopped on today because I wanted to show you just what I'm working on and give you some ideas as well. You can certainly buy some of my products if you want to. You'll notice here I said that I'm interested in fashion for young adult girls that are ideal for the spring, and so give me some fashion ideas using the color icy blue. I saw that icy blue is a popular color this year, so I said, okay, let me see what I can do with that. I myself love blue. I like the powder blue color, so this kind of puts you in the mind of that color as well. But for fashion and accessories, all of that, but and even the shoes, just make sure when you're creating prompts and you're using prompts, you want to make sure that you specifically describe the type of shoe or just mention in the prompt that you want to showcase the shoes as well, because if you do that, that will typically lead to you ending up with an image that shows the full body from head to toe. So keep that in mind if if you've been struggling with getting the full body image to display. Okay, so let's see what else we have. There's all different images here. I didn't go into so much detail in terms of requesting different hairstyles. I do like to showcase a variety of hairstyles, so I may come back in here um, and add to some of the hairstyles that I have here. In this case, I wanted to produce the images and get some ideas. I just let ChatGPT select the styles for me. But if you want unique hairstyles, you're going to have to make the request. The tool just isn't automatically, even though I said give me a variety of African American hairstyles, it still didn't do it as well as I would want it to. It pretty much gave me long flowing, kind of a silk pressed curly style. But as I showcase again, images that are representative of young African American women and teens, adult African American women. I want to show the variety of the different hairstyles that we wear because we're so diverse, and we just can create images that show a really good representation of ourselves. And so that's what I aim to do as I'm creating content and images. And here it gave me the same model, just wearing different clothing. It will do that for you sometime. What I would do, if I got an image like this, I would probably take each one of these images and put it in a different document for a different purpose. I might repurpose it and put it with one of the other images to showcase the color itself, but a different model. And so that's here are more images here. I love this one here with this pixie cut. You can see here that it created the image and did not showcase the full body and the shoes. I didn't specify it evidently, but that happens if you don't specify that you want the full body and the shoes. And then we have this image. Here it's a shorter cut, curly, cute cut. And then another representation of the color that I wanted. Now the color went off here. This isn't the shade isn't that icy blue shade that I had up here before. Oh, well, actually, maybe it is a little bit. It just got off base, kind of became more of a teal, and I guess it's going in. And this isn't exactly that same icy blue color, but this one is a little bit more like it. But and then I got down here. Let me keep going because I got down here and I just wanted to showcase some unique modern contemporary styles is what I asked it for, and I thought these were really cute. It gave me these images. I'm probably going to take most of these and put them in some type of prompt guide. And again, here I started trying to change the hairstyles, and it got a little wonky in terms. I want really good facial expressions. I want bright eyes. That's why I selected this custom GPT. The GPT is wonderful. It's great, but sometimes just Chat GPT itself, the program itself, doesn't always give you what you're looking for. But I love all of these images. I would take these and again put them as a clip art. And that was my main focus when I started this whole process. I wanted to create some clip art because I really enjoy offering clip art offers on a throughout the week. Like on Tuesday, I'm going to start doing $2 Tuesday and then $3 Thursday. Look out for that, and $5 Friday on a lot of these to give you some variety of different deals that you can pick up. So be sure to look out for that. And let's see. I love this. This is a really cute image here. Again, I just wanted some summer styles. And so I think I did a really good job here. These are cute styles that I can include as clip art. And let's see. Let's keep going. Okay, it just got completely out of where I was. Okay, hold on a second. It went into one of my custom GPTs. Evidently, I hit something wrong. But I want to scroll back up and show you where I ended up. The process of going through all of this is really just kind of showing you how I got there. So let's see, where are we? So yeah, I was showing you here how I was going through, and I started here, and I started trying to change up the hairstyles, and then it started changing the images, and the quality of the image didn't come out great, and then it started to get better here. And then gonna keep going. Yeah, that it continues to improve. This is beautiful here. I love this image here. And then I started asking for spring images, so it started giving me some spring colors. And you see how it just really, you get these wonky looking images that just aren't great quality. And so then I just ask it to recreate. Usually when I do that, see how all I said here was just please recreate, thanks. And when I did that, it got back on track and started giving me better images. I like all of these. I think they're cute. And again, and this is another summer outfit. I like this. I would take this and put it on a journal or something. We'll see. I'm gonna put it in my Etsy shop probably so you'd have an idea. And here's again some more spring fashion that I asked for. But then I got on down, and I like pretty much all of this stuff. But when I got on down here, and I thought, you know what, I want. And this one kind of got back on track with my original prompt. And sometimes it'll do that. It'll go back to the original prompt. And it started giving me more khaki looks. You see these last couple, kind of that white shirt, blouse, and khaki bottom that I started with. So got kind of back on that. But then it started giving me white. And I thought, you know what? I like these. And so what I'm probably going to do is something with white. And so then I started exploring the color white. And I thought I'm going to create some prompt guides or just create some clip art. And here again, you see how it got off track again. It got away from the white, so I had to kind of pull it back. So I said, please recreate with model wearing the color of white. I think before I was saying white color. This time I said with the color of white. And sometimes you'll find a simple rephrasing of the words will work. And I said, and with her wearing complimentary shoes. So you'll see, yeah, it included the shoes here. So just be mindful. Let's see, it got off track again and went back to the beige. And that's fine. I love showing you this because I want you to be prepared and just be really aware that sometimes you might have challenges with ChatGPT not doing exactly what you want. And sometimes you'll have some success, and it'll do is, it just kind of gives you what you want, but sometimes you won't. But in the case of this, what I'm probably going to do, see, I all I explained that was I asked Chat GPT in this custom GPT, I asked it to, in this case, to change and to give me some shorts, and it did that. And so that's where I've gotten to. So what I probably would now do is just ask, I'm going to copy this prompt here. And I'm going to see if I can get ChatGPT to change the hairstyle for me. Let's see if we have any luck with that. Sometimes it will not cooperate, but we'll see. We're going to try it. And I'm going to see if I can get descriptive and get it to give me a good image here. But let's see. Please continue with an African American model wearing chic modern outfit in the color white with complementary matching shoes. Please give Please give her a pretty braid hairstyle. And sometimes I'll change this and I'll come back and say simple. I'm going to see what it does first, but I might come back and say give her a simple, a pretty and simple braid hairstyle. That's what I'm gonna say. And then as I start to get what I want, I'll go ahead and change it up and make it a little bit more detailed. Or if it doesn't give me what I want, I guess is what I'm really trying to say. If it doesn't give me what I want, then I will change it up and give it a little bit more details to see if I can force it to give me exactly what I want. But so let's see. I'm just waiting for this image to generate and we will go from here. And I've been on all day. Sometimes it's so weird. Sometimes you can be on for a while and not get any warnings or get any interruptions that tell you that you gotta stop because and come back at a certain time. Sometimes it seems to go on for a while. So let's see. Oh, I like these. So let's see. Let's see what it's giving us here. I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. I like this image. See, so what I would do with this, I probably would take this larger model and see if I can expand it in a program like Canva, and that would make a really pretty cover image for maybe a journal. And then for these other images here, I would definitely use probably the two in the middle, maybe the third one that has the best, fullest look or detail because the purse isn't cut off on this particular one. And so I would take this and put it with some other images and make clip art. And that's what I was going for, just some clip art pieces that I could do. And so I'm going to, let's see, try one more thing, and then I think I'm going to be done with this. I am going to try it again. And so sometimes I find I have better luck if I just copy the prompt that I used before and then take that prompt and put it in again rather than saying, please continue with a similar image or something like that. It seems to do better if I re-enter the prompt. So I'm going to see what it does this time. And I'm going to say, instead of a simple braid hairstyle, I'm going to say, and it says, please give her a pretty and simple. And that's what I want to say. But I'm going to say this time, updo. I want to say updo hairstyle with fly away strands and just see what happens. See if that's descriptive enough. And I had separated updo, and it looks like I use Grammarly as I'm going through here. I find that it can be very helpful with simplifying your wording as you're working within ChatGPT. All of them 3.5 or 4, or with DALL-E, and you're giving your prompts or your prompt instructions. And so what I would do here is just test it and see. Let's see if it gives us a pretty updo. I've given it, I just copied and pasted the same details in there, and we're going to see how it responds to that. And it typically doesn't take very long when you run the prompt. It usually is pretty quick. One thing I will say is if you are inside of DALL E3, the prompts usually render art faster than if you're working inside of ChatGPT 4. Okay, so I like these. Let's take a look here. And oh, I like all of these. These are real cute. And so you can see it gave me exactly what I wanted, which is the updo hairstyle on both this one and this one. This one, the first one, it gave me just a little bit of flyaway hair, but on the second one, it gave me more flyaway hair. And so it's just a matter of choosing which you prefer. On the third one, even though I did ask for flyaway hair, it did not produce flyaway hair, and that's okay. I really like the style as well. I think it did a great job, and it added a coat where the other two have jackets. And so you could go back in and ask it to add accessories or just whatever you like. I'm content with all of these. I think they're pretty nice looking images. And so if I wanted to download, I'm just going to demonstrate to you what that would look like if I downloaded the images. You see that? Yep, I like all of these. They're real pretty. So that's what I have for you today. I don't know what we'll talk about this week. I'll come up with something. I like showing you what I'm working on to give you ideas for what you can do. And we'll go from there. If you ever have questions about something that you watched in a previous video, you can always feel free to ask your question, and I'll try to make sure I check and follow up. It might take me a little time. I have so many different projects going on most of the time that it might take a little time to follow up, but feel free. I started this channel because I wanted again to have more women start being creative, start using their talents or discover a talent in the space of AI and using that to create opportunities and make more income. This is a wonderful way for you to build a creative digital space. And with that in mind, I'm going to leave it there. You can always visit my Etsy shop, which is Girls in Finance, over on Etsy. And we're updating our webpage, which is girlsinfinance.com, but we're updating it and just making some changes because in the past it has been really finance focused. But again, we are changing things around and incorporating more and more AI because AI is on the scene and it's just not going away. It's only going to grow and expand. So I want to help young people be prepared for it and use it as an opportunity to create an income and build a digital space, really a digital real estate space, I should say. Okay. Y'all, you all take care. It's been fun chatting with you, and I'm glad to be back and have my computer back because it has been away for a while, and glad that I've recovered so that I can start talking with you again. Okay, so that's all we have for today. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out.